Okay, so here we can see that wherever we have clean here, the results is or the biological is less than the 0.01, which means that the results have to return clean. And we can go all the way down here to see if that is the case. You can see all of it. None of the figures that are shown is actually greater than 0.01. That means that our correction has actually worked. But we can actually write a query just like we began with to find out whether those conditions that we were looking at still exist. And instead of searching the word clean from the table here, which give us these results, we can actually write a code that can also give us the same results. Let's look at that here in our table. So it says put a test query here to make sure we fix the errors. Use the query we use to show all of the erroneous rows. Okay, so here now it says we can then check if our errors are fixed using a select query on the well pollution copy table. So now with this, like I said, with this particular query, you are able to ascertain whether the condition exists or it doesn't. So this query goes into the copy table and then looks for this condition where description like clean, that is the clean is starting and then there is something after that, or the results is clean and the biological is greater than 0.01. That is where we started from, and we notice the disparities which we have corrected. So I'll copy this and put it in here. Let's see. So if I execute this, it will give me pretty much the same table as what I have below, searching from the table. Okay, so this is actually returning no value because it means that we have corrected all of the rules or the erroneous rules that we have within the copy. So none of them exist again. None of them exist again. So this is actually checking whether the situation still persists. And it shows here that there is no such situation in our table where we have the biological greater than 0.01 and still or yet the results is showing clean. And wherever you have a situation or description that is starting with clean, this one of these two conditions or all of them are also not correct or not correct at all. So that is the case. It means that the query we wrote has been effective and it is working. So once we are satisfied with this, we can now go back and perform the actual function on the well pollution table, not the copy, and then we can now comfortably delete the copy of the pollution table because we have finished using it for what purpose we created it. Okay, so before we do that, let's see if there are any more instructions on the slides that we are using before we exit. So it said then if we are sure it works as intended, we can change the table back to the well pollution and delete the well pollution copy table. That's exactly what I was explaining before we move in here. So now we can go back to the system and then change wherever we put the copy table. We now can make it the what do you call it, we can now return to the original table. So this is the query we wrote. You can see all of them have the copy in there. So we can now drop. You know, when you say drop, it means that you are deleting the table here. When you say drop, you are deleting the table. So we delete the table. Instead of writing the code, somebody will say, I will just go and then use the. Okay, so here we are. This is the table. You can right click and then go to drop table and you will drop it. Otherwise, if you also put here drop table, drop table, what's the name of the table is copy of this. This should work for us. So if you are sure you want to drop this particular table, then it means that you can hit the lightning button. I want to execute where my cursor is, so I choose this, and you can see that it vanishes from our database. So before you drop anything or update anything, you have to be careful, because once you lose it, there is no getting it back. So I will go to the top of all these that I have done here, from the 1A. Okay, so, and I will write at the top here, I put my dashes or indents, whatever you call it, and then I say testing my updates on a copy of the well pollution table, which I will call the well pollution copy. So I'm giving it a heading so that whenever I come in here and I open it, I know what I did or how I went about it. So this tells me that everything I have done below or beneath this line is a test of the updates that I wanted to do in a copy of the well pollution table. Now when I am done, I can now go at the base of it, and then I will do the original update now. Now I will say original or actual, whichever one works for you, actual update of the well pollution table. Okay, so under here I'm going to copy everything I did in under the test or the copy, changing each and every one of them to the well pollution. That's what I'm going to copy here, and I'll remove the copy over there and keep the well pollution. Thank you.